So this is the second episode of Inside ADV1. We hope to give an inside look at what it takes to produce a wheel from the very initial design process of a new style, which we'll release at this year's SEMA convention, which would be a 2015 ADV1 official wheel style, all the way throughout the process: engineering, manufacturing, production, and final installation onto the vehicle. The first part of the process obviously is coming up with the design of the wheel. So coming up with something different is pretty much impossible. And for the most part, everything is, in terms of wheel design, is a variation of another. Small details really make an entire different wheel from another.
Jordan communicates in various ways. Sometimes he'll write this design, draw this design on a napkin, and then we got to run with it. But more often, he'll use Photoshop and make some modification to one of our existing wheels, and that's kind of how he communicates the design look he's going for.
The new style we're calling the ADV.1. The classic Ferrari F40, star type wheel, but with our details, in our style.
Usually there's a lot of back and forth between Jordan and the engineering team because Jordan's very detail oriented about the overall look of a wheel. Even just one tiny detail that doesn't look right, he'll ask us to revise until we just get the perfect wheel.
Once we get to the point where we're ready to move on with the style, so the design is all done, we'll make some 3D renders.
Well, producing a wheel to TUV specifications and one that's TUV certified, it's a real challenging process. What we do is, if we're going to get a wheel certified, we have to identify what vehicle it's going on, and we have to design that wheel and run finite element analysis until that wheel is proven to be strong at a given load. It's basically computer simulated testing software. It allows us to basically stress test the wheel, minimize the amount of physical testing that we need to put it through. So we've got the first of 3 pretty much finalized, and engineering process is all wrapped up, and now at this point it's ready to be released into machine.
Yeah, we pretty much have so many configurations and finishes. It's pretty crazy. I mean, from the day the customer inputs the order, it goes pretty much straight to engineering, where the engineering team will do a good job in drafting up a 2D file for Jordan to look at and approve.
It's where we go through and basically one-off every wheel, design it specifically for that customer's, just basically what they want exactly. So it's not like a production line kind of standard thing, it's a one-off almost every single time.
And Terrence, I mean, he has a lot of work when new orders come in because he has to input all of those, but Terrence handles all of that, all the production scheduling, and he'll prioritize the orders.
From then, it'll go straight into machining, where the lathe programmer and mill programmer takes it into their own hands and drafts up their engineering files, comes up with the programs to get the metal rolling.
The wheels are lathed first. From lathing, it goes to the milling process, where the actual design will be cut into the forged blank.
From there, it goes into drilling, putting in the right PCD code, and straight out to finishing. The finishing is a whole nother process, extremely intricate, but we do all the finishes in-house, and I mean, all the amazing finishes you see are straight out from the facility.
always have to be very careful with QC because customers expect a lot from us, and we definitely want to meet the high quality requirements that customers expect out of us. So we check it very thoroughly, and then once everything is good, from there on we can finally build the wheels, and that's when Terrence and Nabor get together with a assembly list for the day, and you see all the wheels are assembled.
So the guys behind me, they do the assembly, they do a run out and try to maintain a maximum standard of run out. And to achieve that, they pretty much balance the wheels here or knock the wheels into spec and pretty much silicone them, and they're ready to go.
The balancing equipment is very detailed. It's just basically a tool that's used to quickly and effectively measure the run-out tolerance of the wheel. We document every wheel individually with video documentation. The reason for that is basically to provide proof of exactly what condition the wheels were in upon assembly, and basically the last point a human hand touched the wheel before it was shipped out.
So basically, after the guys have already checked that the wheel is perfect, I get an email from Terrence. It's a quick cell phone photo of a wheel. He says, hey, come downstairs and take a picture of these wheels. So I take the photo. There's probably about 8 photos, and you can see those on our newborns portion of our website. Newborns, they're important because most of our clients come from seeing newborns. They're like, hey, I like that wheel. Can I put that on my car? And a million times out of 10, it's always going to be like, yeah, we can make that for your car.
So all these changes and improvements that we've made over the past 18 months or so, this CS series line is kind of the accumulation, or whatever the word is, for all of that going into a new development. Strength, CUV compliancy, weight, performance, all these factors. And at the end of the process, if I'm not absolutely in love with every detail of the wheel, every single detail, no wheel that we offer, none of our styles, should be anything that I wouldn't love to have on any of my cars. I want to be in love with every single wheel style that we've got, and that gets harder and harder to do. So to sum it up, I take the wheel design process very, very seriously. I think that it is part of this company. It's what this company is. It's what sets us aside from others, and I enjoy it.